Peace. So, in this video, I want to explore the psychology of the masculine mind. I want to explore that psychology because something came to me and it made a little bit of sense. Because from time to time, sometimes I will relive and go through certain circumstances and situations out of the blue, like it's almost like PTSD sort of, but of course I'm calm. It doesn't make me freak out, or I don't yell or scream or any of that stuff. You know, yeah. So I wanted to share my perspective of the masculine mind who moves in this way when it comes to dating. Okay, so when I was, how old was I? I think I was 20. Yeah, I was 26. I was 26. I was dating a guy from Chicago. We're vibing. We, went out to dinner 2 or 3 times and, had fun or whatever. He was unfortunately one of the people who would chat and then disappear, So I wanted to kind of explore that psychology. So when you are dating, it is just simply that. It is getting to know one another. So I feel like what would be beneficial would be actually to separate yourself from how you really feel about this person and focus on if there's actual chemistry. But on the man's part, it's like, I feel like maybe he thinks, okay, when I am with her, I'm gonna treat her really good, because a lot of men who are in the dating realm, they're like, okay, I'm gonna take the girl out to eat and things like that. But since we aren't regularly going out or seeing one another, my priority isn't to feed her emotionally. It isn't to text her or call her or any of those things. We are simply getting to know each other. And this is the realization I am coming into. A lot of the times the women, and myself included, may get tied up into, wow, he's great. Every time I'm with him, it feels so good. And it's almost like in our psyche, it's like we fast forward to either that's my boyfriend or we're married. Like we fast forward to that. And I feel like that's a big mistake. So I just wanted to share a totally different perspective in this video, because I know I had post something whereas I say, well, if you feel like he's distancing himself from you, he may got other shit going on. That's one perspective. And that still can be the case for some of the men who just dip or disappear like that. I truly feel that. I feel like I've dealt with two different types of men. Like, I feel like I've dealt with a guy who was going through some shit and then sometimes he wouldn't talk. And I dealt with a guy who had pretty much a mindset of, okay, dating is simply dating, but once we're official, then that's when things are supposed to progress. She is feeding into me, I am feeding into her, and she's not having she doesn't have any high expectations of me because we have an overstanding, we have a relationship. But when we are dating, we shouldn't have high expectations when we're dating, because he's not your boyfriend and you're not his girlfriend. So I just wanted to put this video out there because an idea just kind of popped in my head and it said, hey, like, because I'm always wanting to know different perspectives on things. I never want to see it from one side. And I'm never the type of person where, well, I feel this, so I must be right. You feel it because it's your experience. It doesn't necessarily mean that the person is thinking that way. You're just feeling that way. You know what I'm saying? So, and sometimes things don't always come out right then and there. Like at that particular time, there's a lesson, but sometimes the lesson reveals itself later on. It don't necessarily have to reveal itself right then and there.